We back. We are back. Fiddy and Prez. Ooh, base hit to start the podcast. Bases loaded base hit.
Ooh.
All right, we are doing our first ever COFL Baseball This Week in Baseball podcast. Welcome to the COFL Baseball League, started by JT, hostile takeover by me.
Putin versus Trump.
Yeah, Trump always wins. You guys got to remember that. Is this a granny?
That might be a granny. That's a granny.
Oh, no.
Not a granny.
So right now you're watching on the stream. You guys can see. I'm going to post it in the chat. Oh, he's gunned.
Super hosed.
You can see the standings. I did some of the league leaders, so as you're watching this, you can see the action and what's going on. Right now, the Astros, I believe, are 3-2, and the Royals are 3-4. It's a 16 gunned.
Wow.
That's a sloppy base running. 16-game season. So right now we're in stage 2, so we're heading into the back half of the season. I'm just waiting for the stream to upload on fucking YouTube so I can post it in the chat.
That'd be silly.
This is just ridiculous.
More shambles.
Keep refreshing. Yeah, so we got Verlander on the hill, and Verlander's been nasty.
He's absolutely dominant.
And he's actually not in any of the league leaders, surprisingly. When I was doing this...
His stats took a massive hit in the last half of the game against me, despite the fact that he shut me down for like 3 or 4 straight innings.
You know what? That's what it was. It was that last game. Because and you know what? The game that he was playing against me, it got disconnected. He had a no-hitter through like 4 innings.
Oh, wow.
It was the best disconnection I ever... I got to check something. Make sure I'm streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right. The stream just refuses to come up on the YouTube chat so I can post it on here. Jesus.
YouTube's been doing that to me just in general lately.
Like, there's nothing showing up at all.
I got it up. I'll share the link.
You got it, but I don't?
That's right.
That's ridiculous.
There you go. Send it to you so you can still be the guy who shares it.
Oh, thank you, sir.
I guess it doesn't really work because it pops up a video.
Pop-up video. There we go. We are live. Okay. So, let's talk a little bit about this. Oh, there you go, Fiddy. You posted in there, too. Let's talk a little bit about this baseball league. So, right now, it is a 12-man league, 6 AL, 6 NL. 16-game season. It's divided up into 2 stages, 8 games in each stage. I don't really have an end date. You know, this season was kind of thrown together.
Oh, yeah. It happened real fast, all within a week.
Real fast. We got bases loaded here? Wow, bases loaded, no outs. Ooh. Sorry, yeah, we kind of whipped this together. It was Jake and JT who were handling it while I was going to do the traditional league. And we'll get to that later because there's a major controversy. We got people leaving the chat. We got threats happening. I mean, there's probably side text messages. There's just a lot going on.
Oh, man.
Come on. Oh, gone.
Wow, it still hosed him.
Yeah, I mean, the Kansas City Kids are known for their sloppy play, and you just saw that right there. How about, we're going to be all over the place in this podcast tonight, so just deal with it, guys. How about JT getting no hit? First ever no-hitter.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little controversial currently. Allegedly, it was pure analog pitching, but it is our boy Carson who's
he will be
the week in review.
Yeah, so. He will have to stream every game. I'd like to say I believe Nick, but like, what was Nick there, like watching his game with him? Like, I mean,
right. Well, no, he must have told him, so that means it's true.
Yeah. So here's the deal with pulse pitching. Nice play. Here's the deal with pulse pitching. It's not like crossing routes where it's like cheese and the guys get all confused and distracted. It's nothing like that. Okay, with this league, we try to make it as like, I don't know, user skilled as possible. Am I saying it right? User skilled? Yeah, because I mean,
yeah.
We try to like it's I think
really what it comes down to is just limiting people's ability to have a constant advantage. Like, directional hitting isn't exactly super user skilled like the zone hitting that we're watching the Astros do right now. Like, that's about as user as it gets, but there's no real advantage, and in fact there's kind of a disadvantage to using directional because you don't have the corners that you can cover as well. It's harder to hit, you got to time it better, blah blah blah. But with pulse pitching, there's just a distinct advantage in this game. It's missing a spot can be the difference in an entire game, and pulse pitching basically eliminates your ability to miss the spot by a lot. No matter what, you're going to be within whatever the circle is. Whereas if you fuck up on the meter, which I do constantly, you can end up on the wrong side of the strike zone even.
Yeah.
And I feel like just eliminating that possibility entirely is just kind of not fair to people who don't use that method.
But just to explain the pulse, it's just it's almost like all you do is just hit a button and that's it. Like you said with meter, there's no timing it. You can't really do the speed thing, where you can see where that meter's going. He can let go a little earlier and reduce the speed. It's just kind of
right.
I don't know. It's JT said it best. It's the all-pro of pitching. It's I don't know. But Carson's about to be live. I think he's playing Evan, who's the Indians, who's on a 2-game losing streak after being 3-1.
Interesting.
Yeah, that AL is getting a little bit tight. Jake does what Jake does. He wins close games. He finds a way to win. He lets other people choke on it, and you saw Nick choke on it. Who else choked on it against him? Carson, I think, did too. I think Carson had a no-hitter on him.
Wow.
Through 5 innings, and he blew it.
Yeah, I was the opening night game with him and lost 4-0. All 4 runs were scored in the first.
Really? Yeah, you've had a bipolar season, to be honest with you.
I have. I started off really bad, and I lost to the worst team in the AL because I just decided to play at 2 a.m. one morning. It just was a below-average idea.
Well, I'm telling Carson he's got to stream.
Oh, yeah. He's on notice. He's getting the big daddy treatment right now.
Oh yeah, he's the big daddy of he's suspect for the rest of his COFL career.
He should be
100% suspect. So let me pull this up. As you guys can see on the stream right there, what I did is you have league leaders, which were done by Jake. I did there's minimum requirements. I think for batting average, your guy had to have a minimum of 20 at bats. Sorry. Home run leaders, there was no minimum. How about Carl? I didn't know Kyle Schwarber had 5 homers for me. That's crazy.
Yeah, he hits bombs.
Yeah, he had a 3-run bomb against you.
He did. I remember that. It made everything go bad.
Then RBI leaders, there wasn't a minimum there. Pitching record, there wasn't a minimum. ERA, you had to be a starting pitcher to be in there. No relievers. Mm-hmm. Strikeouts, no, there's no minimum. Max Scherzer's got 27 strikeouts.
That seems good.
Yeah, and 3 starts. I mean, that's 9 strikeouts a game.
Kyle Hendricks has 19, but 16 were in 1 start.
No, that was a spring training game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you got the standings to the bottom right. As you can see, we'll start with the NL. You got me, the Cubs, in first place at 6-2. Carson, who I beat 2-1. I think I opened the season up with him. And
nice.
He was tough, but he played sloppy baseball, base running errors, and he should have beaten me. I mean, he plays how he plays. He plays risky, crazy, undisciplined. So, I mean, he wins, I guess, but...
Yeah, no doubt.
Then you got Matty Harsh, 3-3. He beat me 2-0. He's got Michael Wacha. I think Michael Wacha's 2-0 with a 0.0 ERA, yeah. He has not allowed a run in 2 starts.
That seems good.
So, he should be his number 1 starter. JT, 2-2. Then you got Dark Ass, 1-4. And Vafangul, an ugly 0-6. American League, you got Jake 6-1. Twins are actually. I think the Twins are going to win the AL Central in the real world.
Really? I guess I wouldn't be surprised about that.
You know, and this isn't like my theory, but I kind of jumped on someone else's. I was watching MLB tonight, and some guy said that the Twins are they're a grinder team. They got a bunch of no-name guys, but they're like young and they're good and they're tough and they're gritty. And the AL Central's not that good.
No.
You know, the White Sox are rebuilding.
That's a tater.
Huh?
Little can of corn.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was watching the stream game, and he like pimped it like he did well, and it was just like a can of corn to the right fielder. It was weird.
You got Jay Tutt going right now. He's 3-2. I think Jay Tutt's one of the better players. I don't know how he's 3-2, but I'm sure the more games he plays. AL's tough. All 6 of those guys are good. Even Ghost. Ghost is turning it around. He'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
You know, at least
he's got a good team.
In the NL,
that lineup's dirty.
Yeah, in the NL, at least we got Dark Ass and Vafangul to pick on. In the AL, there's no one to pick on. So that wild card race is gonna be crazy. You know, I know next year.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, next year we should have 20 teams, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it where it's just like the real Major League Baseball. 3 teams get in. Guaranteed 3 teams get in. And then the 4th and 5th teams will do a 1-game playoff to be the 4th seed.
I love it.
Yeah, that's going to be wild. It's going to be fun. This is going to be good. This league is going to be fun. You know, we've touched on it. We touch on it a lot, but I don't think we've ever really talked about it on the podcast and been vocal about it. There's really no. I mean, there's always flaws in a video game. There's always going to be flaws. There's always going to be things like that. Probably should have been caught, but then again, that probably should have been a broken bat. That little of a blue, but it's just nice to just like play a game and not have to like combat your AI running the wrong way.
Oh yeah.
Or a fumble when like he gets tackled by the shoestring and it's just something, you know what I mean, like stupid stuff and.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's errors that are kind of irritating. I feel like that happens a little bit more than it does in real life. But overall, it's a great game. Yeah,
you know, the errors don't bother me because, I mean, the 162-game season, I'm sure if you did, I don't know. I don't know. They don't bother me as much. Sometimes they do, and I'm like, come on. But I compare that to, like, a drop pass. Like, it's going to happen.
Right. But errors in general, I'm cool with. I might just have one of the worst defending teams. It might just be what it is.
I don't know. But it's just nice. It's relieving, and that's just the main reason why it was a tough call. Ooh, getting plunked.
Charge to the mound.
Well, I think someone got hit earlier, so there's something brewing here. That was meat.
You gotta hit that.
What was I saying? I don't even know what I was saying. I think we got another.
You were talking about the errors.
Yeah, the errors. We got some. So Clemson said it right, and I said this before too. So we were talking about pulse pitching, and Clemson says the pulse is sort of an advantage in the same way of letting the computer pick plays for you on Madden. Yeah, it's just like play suggestion. Like instead of doing the work and knowing what play, it's just like you just kind of put it in an area, wait for the pulse thing to slow down, then hit a button.
Right.
Like it's weak sauce. Dark Ass told me to relax. Did you guys like how I asked if he was Italian because he was serving meatballs?
Yes. You've got some top tier. You can trash talk with the best of them.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you got to do it. If you want to be the president, you got to be able to trash talk. You got to be able to throw some curveballs at people to see if they're paying attention or not.
I'm all about it. You're relatively tame in the Madden League, so seeing it get unleashed a little bit in the Baseball League is very entertaining for me.
Well, I'd say in the last month I've just kind of like let go, even at the last season in the Madden League I was talking a lot of shit. I think I was, wasn't I? Yeah, I ran up the score on Hirsch, and I ran up the score on Pup Daddy.
That's right.
Remember?
You apologized later though.
Yeah, whatever.
Man, and they called him safe. Wow.
Oh, they called him safe. That's interesting. Let's go back and see that. I don't think he was safe. Look at that. Gapper the other way. That's baseball right there.
Yeah, that's a good hit.
Yep, one hop off the wall. So he's got a guaranteed double. He tries to be like Carson and be slick. Wow. Did you see that?
That must be a good slide. I don't know.
Yeah, as we were saying, how this game has no flaws. But hey, man, that's like the worst thing you're gonna see in this game. Trust me.
It really is.
Let's get. You know what? I think there's a game going on. We'll let this game finish out, and then we'll go to the next game, which is Indians Nationals, which should be a good game.
I'm not sure what to think about either of those two teams.
So let's talk about hitting, because I feel like that's like when you first start playing this game, that's the hardest part. For me, and I'll let you talk about safe. I'll let you talk about what was your difficulties and what you figured out or what you figured out, yada yada yada. For me, and it still is an issue, is the timing. I'm swinging early a lot. I don't use zone hitting. Honestly, I use directional hitting. I don't really point in a direction. I try to know what pitch is coming. I look and see what pitch types he has. Okay, so if he's got 4 pitches, let's say they're 4-seam, 2-seam, change up, and a slider.
Mm-hmm.
I know 2 of those pitches are a fastball, obviously. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Off the wall. There you go. And then changing the slider. So I try to take a couple innings to see what tendencies he has. So a lot of it is I'm waiting on a certain pitch, whether it be a fastball, and I try to time it out. Pitch location too. I can see where some pitchers want to see where my blue zone is, and they try to attack that.
Right.
So I don't know. Oh my God, that was awful.
Wow.
That's all. Oh no, look at this.
This is unbelievable. That guy's out, right?
Yeah, second base is out. Nick Slade. This is a triple play?
It's a triple play. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Nick. Seriously.
Struggling.
Call timeout. This is ridiculous.
I can't believe that can't happen. That should have been caught to begin with.
Base running is tough, and we'll get back to batting. With base running,
that's my least favorite part of the game.
Yeah, I'll give you that, because it's a lot. Honestly, I just hit L1 to advance all runners, and
I feel like sometimes that doesn't even work.
I know.
There's times where, if I hit a double or something, it's like a sharp shot off the wall. You ever notice that, it shows their speed number, but it doesn't let you pick them out yet until they get to a certain point in the base paths?
Yeah, and so you're supposed to, do you hold down the left analog and then point the base to where you want him to go?
You point to the runner that you want to direct and then press the button of the base.
I know, I do that and it doesn't work sometimes.
Yeah, there's sometimes where, I feel like, I don't know, for example, if you hit a gapper, your guy's rounding first, I feel like he has to get 3/4 of the way to first before he's even able to be told what to do. And sometimes I feel like he gets all the way to first and nothing I'm pressing makes him do anything. So there's a lot of times where I just get off the wall singles because they won't go to second.
Yeah, no, let's get a double play here. This should be an easy 2. Yeah, that's an easy 2. So Fiddy, I'm gonna ask you with hitting. Do you do directional or zone?
I use directional. I want to do zone, but I feel like I'm just going to play this season out with directional before I make a sudden drastic change. I started winning, and I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that.
Yeah, same.
But I use directional. I read a couple of articles online to help kind of deal with that, and I found that it's not – is that off the wall? Nice. But I found that it's more than just pointing which direction you're trying to hit it. For example, if you're a right-handed hitter and you point to the left field side to pull one, it doesn't necessarily that just means he's going to try to pull it, and your timing is still what dictates where it gets hit. So it almost is the type of swing that you have, as opposed to for sure the direction you're going to hit it. The only exception to that is up and down, because you're trying to drive the ball into the ground or into the air. That actually still applies, and I feel like that effect even might be minimal. So I do a lot of, I don't know, what I call it is doing zone without doing zone. If a pitch is outside, I'll often just automatically point to the outside when I swing, even though I don't. Sometimes it'll help me go with the pitch and not do too much with it. I have a tendency to swing too early and roll over on a lot of pitches, so I like to go with the outside pitches. But there's really no method to the madness with the directional. I feel like timing is 98% of it.
Yeah. Do you do X, circle, or square, or do you do all of them, or just one?
I'd say I do X like 90% of the time. There are certain instances where, like, for the first strike or two, I might try the power swing. I virtually never do the circle swing. The only time I've even ever tried that is when I was about to get no hit by Verlander. I just wanted to not strike out for the 9th time in a row.
Yeah.
So I was just trying to do contact. But I'd say I do the X swing 90% of the time.
And
maybe if I get a couple guys on for Judge or something like that, I might try to use a power swing.
Uh-oh. I think we got a bomb here.
That's a tater.
Wow. Big.
Did he catch that? Oh, it's gone. It's a little fuzzy over here. That's good. That's huge.
In the last inning, too. Wow. Verlander, pitch count got up. I think he's over 90 pitches.
That is the exact thing that got to Verlander when we played, too. He got to, like, the 60-pitch mark, and he doesn't really like to use his bullpen until it's too late.
Yeah, pitch count's a thing, man. Oh, no,
he's... Oh, never mind. It's just a switch. I'm stupid. Never mind.
I definitely try to get that pitch count. I have a number in mind each inning that I want my opposing pitcher to throw.
Mm-hmm.
So if I take some strikes to start off, that's fine. I really, really try to get that pitch count up because, you get to that bullpen, it's a new pitcher. A lot of these bullpen guys start from the stretch, and that's an adjustment for like
100%.
For like an inning, sometimes. So
yeah, I've noticed that myself. I feel like I wish that I could go back. I mean, obviously, without doing it yourself, there's not really a way to do it. But if I went and looked more in depth at my stats, I would bet that my first, second, and maybe even third inning batting average is like 100 points lower than the rest of the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because I'm sitting there trying to figure out the timing of the pitcher or what pitches he throws or whatever. I'm just bad at the beginning.
We got a bullpen, little lefty sidearm guy going for the lefty-lefty matchup. I like it. This is a big game for Nick here. If he wins this, he's back in the wild card race at 4-4.
Yes, I can't decide who I want to win this because I feel like Jay Tutt's probably the better player, but
yeah, I'd rather play Nick. Nick is more prone.
I would definitely rather play Nick.
Yeah, Nick's more prone to make a mistake. Like he will do a dumb base running error or something like that.
We've seen a couple.
Just because he's 16 years old and he wants to do dumb shit. That's just like life.
No doubt.
I'm 36 and I want to do dumb shit. Imagine when you're 16.
Yeah, no, you just do it, actually.
Yeah, you just do it and you're like, oh, okay. Someone asked, base rope up the middle. In the playoffs, will it be a 3-game series? Yeah, what was it? The pennant will be a 3-game series, and then the World Series will be a best of 5. And so we'll see how it goes. Like all this is new, it's experiment, and we're just gonna figure it out and go from there. The cool thing is we get to keep track of all the history from the beginning. Oh, off the top of the wall, tie game. Fucking Nick. Just can't hold the lead, huh? How many outs were there? 1 out.
Just 1.
Damn.
Did you see Jake's thing in the chat?
No, what?
Apparently he just lost to the Indians.
Really? I think he's lost to them twice now.
Twins have lost 2 games this season, both to the Indians. They are now a 2-loss team.
You're a game out of that division. The division title. Winning the division's big.
Oh, it's everything.
Nice bunt.
Dude, the bunts are so tragic in this game.
I don't bunt a lot, to be honest with you.
Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I just suck, but according to this Jay Tutt effort, and he actually knows how to play the game, I don't think there is. I think every single bunt goes 50 miles an hour.
Well, I've bunted.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. Before from what I have heard, they are pretty good at fixing stuff without breaking 6 other things. So
that's encouraging.
That is very encouraging. Let's see if we can get a double box up here. Well, let's wait for this inning then. I feel like
we're at the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, I think Jay Tutt's about to have a walk-off here. Hit and run. Oh, he's going to third. Wow, ballsy. Oh, no, there's 2 outs. Let's see if we can get a double box. Bear with me here, folks. This is one of the bear with me Prez moments.
Vintage.
Yep. All right, so we got that. So is there a game on the COFL network too? Yeah, it should be. Because Carson's streaming. We got, yeah, this one. So let's do this. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. All right, bear with me here. Oh my fucking God. Let's do theater mode. We'll do theater mode. Yeah, we'll go from there. We got a double box. We got on the right, we have the Nationals and Indians. Nationals are coming off a no-hitter. They pitched a no-hitter against JT and the Dodgers.
Looks like we got some outside viewers in the chat room for both.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just typing something right here. I play, what's his name? Carson again. He's going to be out for blood against me. It's going to be...
He is.
He is going to be out for blood. You got to play Jets again. JT asked, is there a power meter for fielding throws? You mean like throwing the ball? Yeah, of course there's a power meter. Did you know that, Fitty? Did you know there was a power meter?
Yeah. I think it's a setting, though. I feel like that's something you can change.
Oh, look at that hit and run. Nice play. Hit and run's a thing in this. I've had it happen to me a couple times. So, yeah, there's definitely a throwing meter. So we got first and second. Oh, no.
Oh, pass
go to third.
ball.
Go to third. No, he's safe by a mile. So second and third, I call defensive subs, infield in, one out. I'd even walk this guy to get a double play out. There you go. Good job, Nick. This kid knows what he's doing.
He knows some baseball. Gurriel's a good hitter, though.
We got Scherzer on the hill, and Scherzer on the season, like we were saying, is 2-0. Looks like he's getting hit today, though. What's his ERA? 2-0, 27 strikeouts, ERA of 1.86. So he's already given up. Oh, look at this, 2.
Ooh, look at diving. Oh, man, that's tough.
Wow. Good game. All right, so now let's go to the only game in town.
Got some new subs. How about that?
Yeah, you like that? I think we're almost at 400 subscribers.
Wow.
Yeah. So now we're up to the Nationals and the Indians, which we were watching before. 2-2, top of 5. This game's going by quick. Max Scherzer, through 4 innings, only has 37 pitches. Is that a bomb? No bomb. If that's at Wrigley, that's gone. Indians got a deep field. So, how the Reds doing right now? Not still up 9-0?
They're actually up 14-0.
Jesus.
Yeah, they're just that. They had massive blue balls from their 3 consecutive shutouts and 8-game losing streak, and they are unleashing on the Marlins right now.
Yeah, they are. I'm going to Cubs-Marlins game. Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry. Look at this fucking dork. All right, hold on a second. This guy was
Wow. This is good, and it's about basketball, but it's still really big news. Magic Johnson actually 3 minutes ago just stepped down as president of operations for the Lakers.
Really?
Yep.
I wonder why.
He is probably because he's been absolute garbage, and they haven't made the playoffs since 2013, and they got LeBron, and that didn't change.
I thought he was more just like of an ambassador. I didn't know he like actually.
No, he was basically their GM.
No shit. Well, then there you go. Yeah.
He gone.
Sorry, I'm sending the text, making sure everything's good. So let me ask you a couple questions about this game, Fitty, and you tell me what you think. I'm gonna tell me the good and the bad. All right.
Yeah.
So what if they had a franchise mode?
Mm-hmm.
Would you do it? Like an online franchise?
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed they don't, but, and I'll tell you this, and Jay Tutt told me, Matty Harsh, so they had it, and I think last year they took it away, and then even this year they took it away. And the reason why, this is what I've heard, is that it wasn't good. Their servers weren't good. It just wasn't a good product. So I actually tip my hat to them in doing that instead of keep releasing a shit product. They just took it away, and they perfected everything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what a novel concept.
Yeah, it's just like, and we've talked about that before. We're like, hey, listen, we don't need bells and whistles. Just whatever product you give us, you know, we're willing to put the time in to I mean, I guess promote your game. I mean, shit, I'm about to start a Boycott Madden podcast. I'm just sick of this shit.
Yeah, it's trash. I think I was saying earlier today in the chat, it's probably been 6 months since I played a Madden game and was actually enjoyed the whole thing.
Yeah, I think I
like even in my wins, I just get raged. It's so bad.
Well, I enjoyed it, but you just know when you play certain guys that like all they have to do is run certain plays and it's just stupid. Like you can't stop. Like you can't stop them, and it's just dumb. Like it's just I don't know.
100%.
It just wasn't. The fun part was the COFL, the schedules, the podcast. Nice pitch, Scherzer. Fucking Carson's dealing.
This analog pitching seems good.
Yeah. So
How
zone.
about this camera angle at the plate?
I don't like it. You like it?
No, I'm a little bit further out than that, but not much. I'm still one of the closer in ones, but I'm not that.
And then you know what? Maybe I should change it because I swing early a lot. Like way too much.
I think it helps you better see, like, I think the further out you are, the more difficult it is to decide low pitches because the camera is a little higher.
Off the wall. That's a double. Carson's probably going to go 3 just because he's... No, he's not. Let me read some of these comments here. We have... here we go.
The chooch.
God, Carson.
He's got him.
He is awful at base running.
He is.
There's not really that many good comments. Ghost wants me to play him later so he can beat me this time without pulse pitching. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to play tonight. But I think tomorrow I'll be back on. I actually have the day off of work tomorrow, but I'm going to be doing stuff, so maybe if you guys are around, we'll play. Fiddy, we don't play again, do we?
We don't, unfortunately.
Uh-oh, play at the plate. Safe?
Wow. Wow. That's tough.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. That was a good throw and catch. But that's what Carson does, man. He just goes. Like, base running, he's crazy. I feel like he swings at everything. Like, you don't even have to... You don't even have to throw strikes. Everything. I know. Well, because you're throwing strikes. The key is to not always throw strikes, guys.
It is.
I mean, I shouldn't say it's the key, but...
it's oddly effective. Although there's a lot of good players in this league. I've played a lot of people that just don't swing at them.
Yeah. No. When I was playing Dark Ass, dude, he was just throwing nonstop strikes. And, like, the fastest his guy could throw was, like, 92. Oh, that's out.
That's just going to get you beat up.
Yeah, and it did. I mean, it was just like, I could have just played with one hand. Sorry, Dark Ass. I hope you're listening. So, we're going to dive into this MLB The Show pretty hard. We're definitely going to go on a nice little run. I don't know how many seasons we're going to do, but we're just going to do it until we're like, all right, let's not do it anymore. We'll see when Madden 20 comes out. We could stop the show then and then do a Madden season.
Yeah. I think that really what this should replace is franchise, if anything.
Oh, franchise. This is like, I think that's the main reason why I was just like, I'm done. Like, when people would like message me, be like, hey, let's play our franchise game, I was just like, oh, it was just like such a hassle. Wow. Sorry, I was watching that. So 1 and 2. 2 outs, top of the 6th, and he's just throwing nothing but strikes every pitch. Let's see what we got here. That last pitch was a cutter. I think it was high and inside, I think. Well, fastball, high and outside, pop up. Yeah, no, franchise just really just kind of, I just couldn't do it anymore, man.
It's brutal. But yeah, baseball I think that it gets more exciting the later in the year it gets. There's a little lull in September, but October's where it's at. I think that this could go into the Madden League a couple of, maybe like time it when the World Series ends or something.
Yeah, I think this would definitely, we couldn't do franchise, Madden League, and this. It's just like...
No, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do franchise. I want to hear what JT, and maybe he said something, I just missed it, but he was talking about doing a Call of Duty league.
Yeah, I'm all for that, by the way. I will help organize that if I can.
Did he say anything about it, like what he would do?
No, he kept it. He's just got the old blue balls thing going on right now.
So he just said Blackout League and that's it?
Well, he said that one way is just to do it the way that like competitive Fortnite is. Like if you watch esports or a little whatever they do, like if you have, I don't know, you could do like teams of 2, and then what you do is you play a quad with 2 teams of 2 so that you're both in the same match. And 2 people go in a different direction than the other 2 people. And then whichever duo gets the most kills out of the group moves on. So that you're both playing in the same world.
Gotcha.
You can do it the same way too with, well, of course they removed duos this afternoon, which I don't know if it was an accident.
Yeah, why would they do that? That's crazy.
I have no clue. It seems like one of the 3, like solo, duo, quad just seems like the 3 staples that wouldn't go anywhere. So who knows if that'll be back, but assuming it is, that's the other thing you could do is if it's 1v1, you do the exact same thing but with duos.
He should totally do a Call of Duty league. I mean, that's Call of Duty is like his thing. Like Madden, he was the best Madden player. But I think he could really do something with a Call of Duty league. That'd be freaking sick.
Yeah, it's so much fun. I mean, I've been playing that all the time. That's the one game out of this whole mess that's stuck with me. I've kept playing it because I love it.
Dude, it's a flawless game. I'd honestly say it's perfect. There isn't one thing where I'm like, it would prevent me from turning the game on and playing it. There's not one thing.
Right. It's all about you. And, like, the only thing that I hated, which I've just kind of gotten used to and you just kind of figure it out, is just armor is just so...
Yeah, it's essential.
It's too essential. It's like you wear armor and suddenly it takes 6 extra shots. It just seems excessive. But that is alleviated if you get headshots, so I guess it's just promoting headshots.
I just love like the gameplay of it, just the smoothness, running, shooting, sliding, grabbing shit, fighting.
Yeah, it's well done. The servers for Black Ops are always great. I can count on probably 1 or 2 hands over the course of 6 to 8 months how many times I've disconnected.
Yeah, I think one of them was the other day when we played, and that was it. Sunday.
Yeah, it's great. I've had virtually no problems. I don't really know what the method to their madness is with the game modes, but I wish that you could just play all of them and they didn't like remove some of them.
We got Dark Ass saying, I'm trying to play Ghost right now. I want throwing strikes. My pitcher sucks. Was missing every location I wanted. Ghost says Call of Duty sucks, but I'm in. Call of Duty does not suck.
Call of Duty as a game is technically a lesser game than like a Battlefield, but I think that they just did such a good job with the Battle Royale mode that it just overshadows how lame multiplayer has gotten.
I don't even multiplayer. It's like, it's good practice because you're just going nonstop.
That used to be the only reason I bought the game. This is the first time I've ever bought Call of Duty and not touch the multiplayer. I used to not touch the campaign and just do the multiplayer.
Oh, do they still have a campaign for Call of Duty?
No, this was the first one with that one, and they didn't announce that. And there was a lot of people. Like, I actually got my Call of Duty for $30 on the Facebook Marketplace because there's a bunch of people that were pissed that it didn't have a campaign and sold it immediately.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into the campaign stuff. I'm into multiplayer. Like, it's got to be multiplayer. I'm not playing it. Like, I need to compete.
I don't like playing the CPU, even in Madden or whatever. I hate it.
Yeah, I need to compete. We got another game going on after this. Twins and Royals. That's going to be a good gun. 6-2 versus Jay Tutt won, right?
Ooh, I don't know.
I forget.
kind of like blanked on the end of that game.
I forget. Anyways, it'll be a good game no matter what.
That's big for the standings.
JT just posted in the chat. He said he just posted a link. Let me see what JT posted in here. JT said duos, or talking about Call of Duty and duos. Duos was removed from Blackout to encourage gameplay in other playlists. For those asking for the return of duos, note that the current plan is to restore it tomorrow on PS4, Xbox One.
All right.
Yeah.
Right on.
You need duos.
It's just necessary, and honestly, I'm better at it. If I'm being perfectly honest, when you get into quads and you have 4 people that are able to heal each other, I get 600 damage and no kills every damn time.
Man, dude, Carson's dealing here. You watching this pitch location? He's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's pretty nasty here.
I'm beginning to believe that he actually did use this method of pitching.
Yeah, man, that curveball's sick. Only 76 pitches from Scherzer. Wow. You got to have him at least 90 shit by now, you know?
Right.
Damn, so Scherzer's going to be 3-0. So what we're doing for the show, too, I don't know if anyone heard me say this, but we're going to do awards each year. They're not going to be a ton of them, but Cy Young Award, AL, NL, MVP awards. I think that might be it. That's it. Nationals win. Nationals are now 5-2, and they are a half game out of first place. Let me get this other game on.
Oh, Jake said he updated the standings, so let me check out what we got going on in the American League.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay Tutt definitely pulled that one out, so he's 4-2.
Okay.
And the Royals have fallen to 3-5.
Yeah. We're getting the start of this game. So the Royals are 3-5. Jake is 6-2. I think Jake had been using pulse pitching, so we'll see what he does now. I just went straight to meter. It's what I've always done. I've never done analog.
I'm the exact same way. I used to analog hit, but that's just way more difficult online.
I just like meter. I don't know. I'm just used to it. It works. I mean, I've 6-2, and I think I've only given up like 12 runs in 8 games, so I'm doing something right. But
I've gotten better at it the last couple of games, so to be honest with you, I'm not even good at it. I just enjoy it more.
Yeah,
if you watch my streams, it's almost embarrassing how much I miss that bar by sometimes.
Oh, dude, sometimes I just it's like kicking a field goal sometimes, but sometimes you just completely miss it, and you can blame lag all you want.
But it's just not that.
So we got the Royals. We're in the baby blue unis. I like that. Where are we at here? Kansas City or Minnesota? We're at Minnesota. No, we're at Kansas City. The Twins right now have some players putting up some numbers. You got we'll go through batting average. Nelson Cruz is batting .450. He's 10 for 20 on the year. Marwin Gonzalez is batting .429. I think he is 9 for 20 on the year. You got Jason Castro and Nelson Cruz, both with 4 homers. Jose Barrios is 3-0. We won't be seeing him tonight. I don't know who's pitching for him. Jose Barrios 3-0 with a 1.37 ERA. And I don't know who's pitching. I should have seen it, but I missed it. So you're watching one of the better players in the league, but like I said, I feel like we're all good. Like even Vafangul played me tough. Like he has moments, but then he hung some meatballs up there.
Oh yeah. Big
time. Like just hung them, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe he just threw that. So and for next season with the show, we will do look at that little bump. For the draft, it's gonna be the same thing. Worst to first. My question to you, Fiddy, think about this. You don't have to answer it right this second, but let's say we have 20 teams next season, right? How long do we make the season? How many games?
I still think it should be the same amount of games. I think that
16?
Well, I'm kind of torn between because I enjoy how quickly this season has gone, and I don't know that it'll all go this quickly.
It won't.
But I do like the idea of not having a season last for more than a month. That seems kind of excessive, especially like say you end up drafting, I don't know, doesn't like I'll use my Yankees for the example. Like, say Judge got hurt and then Paxton got hurt, and you end up with 2 months worth of a team that doesn't even have anybody. That's just agonizing if you extend the season longer than the 4 weeks that it currently is.
So say we have 20 teams, we do a 16-game schedule. I think we make it 3 weeks.
Yeah. I think they should always be 3 weeks. I don't know. I think 2 weeks is a little bit too long for 8 games, but I also think that 1 week is too short.
Victor Torres, he asked a question. He goes, is there a stat to see how many games our pitchers have played? Because I forgot. Yeah, just go to the stats and then you click on your team. Like, here, I'll show you. I'm going to get out of this and I'll show you how it works. So,
tutorial work.
Let's say, just go to here. Go to results. Click on standings and stats. You're the Red Sox. So you just click on the Red Sox right here. And you can do this from your phone too. Let's go to pitching stats. And then you just sort it. You can do games started, GS. So right now you can do David Price, Sale. But I don't know when these guys pitched last. So you just, and the streams are available. Or maybe we can do this. You can do this. Full schedule. It's not in order of when you played. But you can see who pitched. Who was your last game against? I don't fucking know. Figure it out. But I just gave you a little idea of how to do it.
But if you click on each individual game, it shows the stats for each game, so you know who pitched that game.
Yeah, here, I'll show you real quick. You want to say, when I shut you out, almost no hit you. Here's you get a box score, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cole Hamels, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 6 walks. Damn, I walked 6 guys, 11 strikeouts. That's a lot.
I think it felt like more than 6, if I'm being honest.
Man.
You were all over the place in the 6 and 7.
I know, because I wanted that no-no. I didn't want to give him anything good to hit. So you can see I used to do David Price. All right, he gave up 11 hits, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. Figure it out.
Hashtag GFY.
Yeah. I like this. We got game after game going on right now. This is just nonstop COFL action.
I'm telling you, I think this baseball league is going to play I don't know, maybe the excitement will die down in season 2, but I think that we might be done with this season in a week and a half.
Gunned.
Yeah, that's hosiery.
Once summer hits, once we get to July, I bet it'll slow down just because it's summer. Everyone's off of school. It's warm out. People are out. 4th of July. Or maybe that's just how it was with Madden. I think then again we played Madden. I remember when it got to July last year, everyone's all right, we're done.
I think that's just mostly because football's done.
Yeah.
That's the heart of baseball season. No one's got school to go to.
No, you're right. So we'll see. And this is all just an experiment. We're just seeing what works and what not. We got Madden down as far as schedules.
We've been doing it so long that we just know how long it takes people to play 4 games.
Exactly. That's so true. And we got a good group. I think the 12 guys we have, and you know what, that's the thing too, it's a 12-man league. Mm-hmm. And it's a very active 12-man league. So
yeah, I would imagine if we upgraded to 20 teams, there'd probably be, I don't know, maybe all 20 will be excited for the first season they're in it, but there's probably going to be a good half of those that it'll be tough to schedule against.
Yeah. I think adding will be B. Dukes, that guy. Pup Daddy says he's in. Hirsch.
Here we go.
Hirsch says he's in.
Ayler Gate.
What? Oh, Ayler Gate, yeah.
Ayler Gate.
Pretty soon, Paige, the dog, the mom are all going to be wanting to play in.
Yeah.
Jake's going to have 12 teams.
They'll all be using pulse pitching.
Right? I'm just kidding, Jake. You did stats, so we're not going to make fun of you too much.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry.
Yeah, he can do whatever he wants. As long as he does stats, he can do whatever he wants. Stats are going to be great, man. And that's another thing, too. We can slow down. Maybe we will stick it to a 16-game season. We'll do, say it's 20 teams, 10 teams in each. You'll play, I don't know, man, because, let's just say it's 10 teams in each division, in each league. So you're gonna have to play 9 teams in your division, in your league once.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're gonna have to play some teams twice, like, and we might have to make it like. We can make it.
I guess you'd have no choice but to make it maybe 25.
I was gonna say 24, just because it's a good even number, but.
Right.
And then that way we can do a month. That's a lot of games, though.
That's a lot of games to do stats. We might have to like appoint a person in each division to do stats.
I'm just trying to think, like, I would love to be like, hey, keep track of your own stats, but no one's gonna fucking do that. Like, you need someone who's like motivated, and Jake's motivated, and he wants to do it, and he likes it, and enjoys it. And that's gone.
Yeah, that's a tater.
That's gone. Yikes.
We didn't even see that one land.
No. Let's see where this pitch was. Oh, that was meat. Watch this meat. Ready? Right down look at that. Right down the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that ain't it.
He just jacked it.
That ain't it.
That ain't it, man. They ain't going to get you to the playoffs there, Nasty Nick.
Nasty Nick falling out. I was worried about him in that playoff race. And honestly, I still need to be. I'm not going to write him off entirely. I know better than that. But Jay Tutt's going to be the one coming up strong. I think that I'm going to be fighting off the milkman.
Yeah. Hold on. Ghost, we're in stage 2 already, bud. Just play your stage 2 games. He asked if he could play his game and not wait until stage 2. I posted earlier, we're in stage 2, so start playing your stage 2 games. This season's going to be rapid fire. It already is rapid fire. We'll see how many games are played and when we should end it.
I'm all for dividing it from stage to stage, but I'm also all for making it to a point where, like, maybe after a week and a half or a week at a time, just opening up the schedule and then just from that point giving it the full 3 weeks. Just to allow people who get their games done to play more games, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, it's different with Madden. I don't know. We have a lot of... Madden's the traditional league is very structured.
It is.
And I think with 32 teams, you have to have it like that.
I agree. Yeah, the more teams you got, the less likely that's even going to be possible.
Yeah, you got to have it where there's a schedule, like a real schedule. With 12 guys, we're just like, hey, play your games, and everyone did.
Everyone's playing 4 a night.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I plan on doing. I mean, I don't know, dude. You got to.
No, we're usually pretty good at adjusting on the fly too. It's not like we have to have a set rule. I feel like we're used to having set rules because of the traditional league. But when it comes down to it, if everyone's sitting there and you get 6 people in the chat out of 12 that want to play their week 2 games, just fucking play them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or we just do an open schedule.
I mean, don't tease me with a good time. You know, I'm the first one done all the time.
We just do like a twin. He was off the bag. Good call, Blue.
Terrible throw.
Look at this. Twins are in trouble. Bases loaded. I believe there's one out. Oh, what are you swinging at, dude? Just for like. Then again, who am I to talk? I swing at bad pitches. No outs. Oh, nice pitch. Back-to-back fastballs high. See, Jake's attacking that blue area. You see that?
Oh, yeah. He likes to do that.
Yep, did it again. So that's the thing is, like, when you watch these streams, you're going to see guys' tendencies. And with baseball, especially pitching, a lot of tendencies. Dude, he just 4 pitches in a row, he's attacking that blue area.
With a fastball.
With the fastball. So here I'd throw in some junk low. Oh, he did.
There
Splitter.
it is.
Yeah.
Still a strike.
I'd do it again. I'd throw it in the dirt.
Yeah, I'd throw a curveball. Not even. Although, we've seen a lot. Maybe it's. Oh, good pitch.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot. Maybe it could just be because Gary Sanchez is a piece of shit behind the plate, but I cannot get him to catch a goddamn dirt ball.
Look at this.
Oh, boy. That's gone.
That's got to be 3.
Oh, man.
Send him. That's a 3-run double. Wow. He's going to third. 3-run triple. Look at that.
Wow.
Big.
Had a kid, Nick.
Good job, Nick. We're not rooting against you, Jake. We're just saying good job, Nick. Jake loves that.
Boy, Billy Hamilton. Missed that guy already.
Yeah, I mean, going back to the schedules. Oh, Suicide Squeeze. we could just do an open schedule. Just like, hey, 24 games, you got 3 weeks to play it. Get it done. I think I might do that.
I'm all for it.
Stats would be crazy.
In
but
Madden, I'm always the first one done, it feels like. I know I'm not
I
always
get done.
first,
I get done pretty quick. You get done. Jake does. There's a core.
I just feel like I'm always done, have to wait 6 days, and it's horrible. And in this game, honestly, and maybe that's just because I'm terrible at it and the timing is still not natural to me, but if I take a couple of days off of this game, I'm just not good at it for a second.
This game?
Yeah.
I'm about to find out. I played Sunday. Monday I went to the Cubs game. Today's Tuesday, huh?
Yeah.
So I haven't played it the last 2 days.
I haven't played since Saturday.
Wow. I should be able to play a game tomorrow. I'm not sure. I should be able to.
What do you do to tune up? I just used that challenge of the week thing.
Oh, that's gone. Is that gone? That looks gone. That's gone.
Wow.
Bomb. Let's get a. Who was that?
I don't know half of the Twins players.
Buxton.
Byron Buxton.
Fucking double B.
You know what's funny about the Twins? You're mentioning how they were just a scrappy group of people, and you think they might pull out the title this year. They're doing it right now without their best power hitter, Miguel Sano. He's been on the injured reserve list right now. I think he's out for another couple weeks.
Dude, he fucking jacked that.
Yeah, that was juiced.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
C.J. Cron, the favorite of Cooks.
Dude, he is throwing some meatballs right down the middle. Nick, what are you doing? Look at that. Look where that location was. Right there. That's a good pitch. That's like a hard one to lay off. A low sinking change.
Oh, I guarantee you, I just swung at it.
Oh, come on, Blue.
That's squeezing.
These umpires will squeeze you, man.
They do that.
Oh, look at that. That's all right. C.J. Cron. Nick Slade. Keller leaves the ball down. Why don't you play the game and quit chatting on YouTube chat? This guy gives up a...
Who's chatting?
Nick.
Oh, shit.
He's playing the game and he's chatting. Gives up a first pitch bomb. And he gets on here and he's hooting and hollering about Helen Keller. No, nice pitch.
Helen Keller pitched against me when I beat him.
Nice pitch.
That's good.
Yeah, and with this game, so right now it's pretty much set where you need, pretty much you have a 3-man rotation. There's 3 pitchers you're probably going to use. Not many people are using a 4-man rotation.
I think I used 4 total.
You know what would be cool though, and this will make things very interesting, is say we're like, all right, you can't use the same pitcher in the regular season. He's got to pitch like 1 every 4 starts. So you got to use 4 starting pitchers before you can use that guy.
That's tough.
That'd be crazy. And then come playoff time, we'd lower it to 3.
Yeah, I think it's... Was it? Yeah, I think that's what it is currently.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, right now it's 3. Good pitching, Nick. There you go. Don't give him much to hit. And if it's going to be something to hit, it's going to be tough. Good pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts. Nelson Cruz, I think he's leading the league in home runs.
Yeah, he hit a tater off me during that 4-run first.
No, he's leading the league in RBIs. He's got 12. Yeah, he's got 12 RBIs, and he has 4 home runs. And he's batting .450. We might have a Triple Crown winner here.
Holy shit.
See, baby, this is going to be fun.
37?
Huh?
Isn't he like 37 years old?
Yeah, I feel like he's been on a lot of teams. Nelson Cruz. He might be.
38.
Yeah.
His birthday's in July. He'll be 39 before the season's over.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to do some major overhauling with some of these rules and stuff. I bet you he's stealing second here. No. Nice pitch. Good job, Nicky boy. Yeah, we'll definitely do some major overhauling of the rules. Good rules, though. Nice pitch.
Squeezing.
Wow. Fucking Blue. Look at this kid. He's got to get some more runs, though, against Jake. Jake can hit. Jake is swinging
Wow.
and missing. He's swinging and missing a lot here.
Jake's feeling the heat a little bit right now.
Yeah, he is. So what we've talked about is next season, 20 teams, maybe a 24-game schedule where you can play like some of the teams in your league. Maybe we do like 2 divisions of 5 teams, you know?
Oh, I like that idea.
Have like 2 division winners and then 2 wild cards.
Absolutely. Have it just be like the real league, where it's the first wild card's in, and then the second wild card maybe a battle or something like that.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
The second wild card will play the 5th place team in a 1-game playoff to decide who gets that 4th wild card or 4th playoff spot.
Well, that's only if there's a tie. Currently, we can do it however we want, but I think in the majors, if it's a tie, that's what happens.
No, in the majors, it's guaranteed, like that 4th wild card.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that how they do it?
They've changed it literally 3 times in 5 years.
If anyone listened, I think I'm right, because the Cubs just did it last year, where they didn't win the number 1 wild card. So they had to play the Rockies in a 1-game playoff, and they lost. And so the Rockies got in, because the Cubs and Rockies weren't tied.
Right now, the way they do it is that both wild card teams play each other for the 4th spot.
Oh, right, because there's 3 division winners.
Right.
Ah.
So only having 2 divisions, we could do it however we wanted.
Yeah. Okay, that's where I was getting confused.
Same.
Interesting. We'll figure it out. Good game going on right here. 3-2 Royals must win. Falling to 3-6 would. I don't know what record it's going to take. I mean, what is it? J Tut is, so it's you and J Tut. Milky's what, 3-4 or 4-3? He beat Jake, right? Yeah, so he's 4-3, I think. No, he lost, so he's 4-4. So I bet you, so it's 16 games. It's probably going to take 10 wins to get that wild card. 10-6. I'm thinking. Could be wrong.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah. Well, you can go 5-3. You go 5.
I was excited to go 5-3 the first time.
Yeah, it's pretty much get your wins, and just get to the playoffs, because everyone's figuring this game out and trying to perfect what they do, the way they do it, and go from there. We got a pitching substitution here, up 3-2, top of 4. Going to the bullpen very early, throwing meatballs again. Absolute meatball. In fact, that is his new nickname, Meatball.
Meatball. The crazy Italian. It's a final from Cincinnati, 14-0.
Wow. I'm going to get a Cubs score here. I should have the game on, but I don't. Well, that was almost a hanger and a banger. Cubs, 7:05 game. Do they not play today? I thought they played today. Oh, they don't play today. No, they play the next 2 nights. My bad.
Oh, yeah, opening day, they always get that weird day off.
That's right. Dude, I went to the game yesterday. It was hot.
What was hot to you guys in Chicago, 60?
I mean, it was like pushing 70 degrees, man. After being like 30 degrees or below.
Anything's hot right now. It's been bad this past couple of months.
Yeah, it was too hot. We were in the bleachers. Nice play. Make this play short. Wow, good play.
That's a good throw.
So yeah, it was too damn hot. I don't do well in heat. I'm like a dog in heat. I just start breathing heavy, and I get cranky. You know, I like it about
for the first couple months. By mid-July, I've got it down. I'm all right.
Yeah, but I get used to it. But you know, if I had my way, I'd like it to be 60 to 70 degrees throughout the year,
yeah.
Overcast.
You live in a good spot for that, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. How do you think this game's gonna end right here?
This one right here, I think that Jake's gonna come back.
Yep, you can almost feel it.
I don't know why. There's no good reason for it. I mean, I guess Jake's done well to this point in the season, but it's not like I just.
Well, Jake's Jake.
Why is Jake Jake? I don't understand.
I feel like he cheats in some way. I just don't know how.
Same. I have the same. I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of angst. I kind of hate him. I respect the shit out of him, but I kind of hate him.
I don't think he cheats. I just think he's good, but yeah, angst. Teen angst. So we got 101 count, bottom of 4. Royals still hang on the lead. They're going to need 2 more runs if they want to win this game. Yeah, that's a good start. Base knock up the middle. Right there. I could do this I could do this podcast all night talking baseball. We got any other games coming up?
Check out this chat here.
Starshaw says, why don't you go back to the nickname Starshaw? I don't like this Matty Harsh. I miss Starshaw.
Either.
Says 70 degrees is amateur hour. It is amateur hour. And I'm an amateur, so there we go. Here's a 2. Here's 2. Flip, throw, nice.
The glove flip. Good touch.
That was smooth. That was real smooth. Alex Gordon. He's a Nebraska guy. JT has his jersey hanging in his wall. You ever been to Royal Stadium?
I have not. I've actually only been to 2 stadiums. I've never really ventured a whole bunch.
Really? I think it's called Kauffman Stadium. I went to it, I think 3 years ago. They played the Giants regular season game. It's a fun stadium. It's right next to Arrowhead. It's cool. Mm-hmm. It's really cool. Yeah.
I've only been to Cincinnati, and I went to a game where Cincinnati played at Fenway.
Oh, nice.
I'm actually planning. I don't know how things will work out, but I think I'm gonna go to Wrigley this year too. So
yeah, you're saying when, in May?
Yeah, I think is it Memorial Day that happens in May?
Yeah, so that's the end of the month.
Yeah, we play that weekend, so it'd be a 3-day weekend. I could drive up there.
No shit. Well, let me know if I'm around. We'll grab a beer.
I'm always down for beers.
Yeah. I've been to Fenway though.
Fenway's amazing.
Fenway's cool. You'll love. Have you ever been to Wrigley or no?
I have not. I've been outside of Wrigley, but I've never actually had tickets to a game.
Yeah, Fenway and Wrigley are the same. It's just I think Fenway's smaller, and the Green Monster's awesome. The Green Monster is so cool just to look at.
We took the little pregame tour and whatnot too. Got to go sit in the seat that Ted hit the home run to or whatever. I'm a fan of history. Big fan of baseball history. So I'm definitely looking forward to going to Wrigley.
We got another game going on here. We got Milwaukee and Washington.
Hashtag dark ass.
I did not know that. We got the dark ass. We got the dark ass and the cheese boy. We'll call it the dark cheese. Oh, he went. Oh, it's the first time I've ever seen them call a check swing a strike.
Oh, it happens to me all the damn time.
No, I mean like when they dispute it to the umpire. It
happens to me almost every time.
Really?
Yeah, I get no calls.
Matty Harsh says, Prez, I can't remember the email and password I used for my Starshaw account. Matty Harsh is based off of my name. You wouldn't say.
That is a great analysis.
Yeah, Wrigley should be on everyone's bucket list, just like Fenway. I want to go to where the Orioles play. I don't know, for some reason I've always thought that was a really cool stadium.
Camden Yards.
Yankee Stadium.
It's not the same anymore. I didn't make it to the old Yankee Stadium. I don't really want to go to the new one that much.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. It's the old one I should have went to. The White Sox actually have a cool park. It's been like 6 different names. I think
isn't it U.S. Cellular or is it different again?
It used to be the U.S. Cellular. Now it's guaranteed rate.
Oh, okay. So it was what, Comerica? Then it was U.S. Cellular.
No, was it? I don't think it was. I think Comerica is something else.
Oh, that's Detroit.
Yeah. So I think it was Comiskey. Then they got rid of Comiskey.
That's the one.
And then it was the Cell. Who knows? But they actually they have deals. Like on Sundays, it's half price Sunday. So tickets. I remember my wife and I went. So, quick story, they have a gay pride parade here in Chicago, and then where I lived, the parade, it goes throughout the city, but it would go like right through like my neighborhood, and it was just like thousands of people just invading your area, and it's crazy.
Oh,
you can't go anywhere, you can't do anything, so I'm like, hey, let's get out of here and go do something. So there was a Sox game. We got first row bleacher center field tickets for $6.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and they played the Red Sox.
Nice.
Yeah.
Battle of the Sox.
Mm-hmm. It was awesome.
Well, I've actually got some family in Chicago. They're on the South or the White Sox side. So
South side, yeah.
Yeah, they came here one time for shoot, how long ago was that? 8 years ago almost? It's when Obama was president. He did the civil rights game in Cincinnati, and he actually threw out the first pitch. We played the White Sox, and family came down for that.
Nice.
But it was actually super cool. But I actually didn't realize what the difference in price of beers were between Chicago and Cincinnati, because my family was pounding beers like they were like dollar beers.
Oh yeah, they're like
it's unbelievable. I think now it's up to $9, but I think at the time it was like $6.75 or something like that.
That's absurd.
My Chicago family had never seen anything like it.
Yeah, you charge $6.75, and you're asking for brawls and people to get murdered. People would be so drunk. People would be so drunk. I think they're like, shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like $10.50 a beer. I mean,
I think it made it up to like $9 even now, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy, and that's the tough thing about going to games now, man. Just the price of tickets, food, and beer, and you're dropping some dough.
Yeah, you got a pregame now for baseball games.
Fuck yeah, it's I don't know. It's a lot. It's not just for baseball. Any kind of sporting event, it's a lot of money, man. It's a lot, especially if you're.
I will say that the Reds have. I mean, I don't know if you've been. That's one cool thing I did recently. Relative.
Huh?
They have a new. I don't know what they did or what, but their stadium food pricing is like among the best in maybe all of sports. They've got unbelievable prices on shit.
The Reds?
Yeah. Oh no, the Falcons.
Oh really?
Yeah, they at their crazy. I think it's Mercedes-Benz Dome or something. I forget what it's called. But yeah, it's unbelievable. Like I think a drink was like $3.
What?
Like, and they have fountains. Then they don't fill it up for you. They just give you a cup for $3, and like throughout the game, you just walk up to the fountain and just fill it back up.
Wow.
And like food was like not. I mean, it's more expensive than if you go to the restaurant, but they had like a Zaxby's there, which I don't know if you're familiar with that because I wasn't. But it's essentially like Raising Cane's or.
I don't know.
It's a chicken joint, but I don't know. On average, it's like $6 in person. If you go to the actual restaurant, it was like $7.50. Like it's like oddly reasonable, and they actually
nice pitch. Sorry,
I forget what it was, but they did some sort of article on it, and they just have an unbelievable little system going with it, where they're just able to charge more for certain things and their margins are still covered, so their general concession prices are the lowest in the league, despite having a $1 billion stadium.
Well, I mean, that's how they got to fill it up, I guess. I don't think Atlanta has the best fans.
No, not quite. Although they do show out for stupid shit. Like, they fill up that same stadium that the Falcons play in for soccer, so.
Really?
Yeah, like, big time. They actually won the league last year. My new MLS squad's FC Cincinnati. They played at Atlanta in the second game of the season. It was their banner ceremony from the championship. They filled it up. 75,000 people showed up to that game.
That's wild. You don't see that for MLS.
No, it's unbelievable. It's like I think they're
71. Did you say 75,000?
I did. They filled up the whole place.
Wow. We got the Chicago Fire, and I think their stadium's like 10,000.
Yeah, I think we're getting a new stadium. We currently play at UC's football stadium, Nippert Field, Nippert Stadium.
Yeah.
It only holds 35, I think.
Wow.
And I think they're building a stadium that's only going to hold 30.
Wow. Cincinnati supports their teams. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it when you watch the average Reds game, but in general, we show out.
Well, baseball games, I mean, there's 81 home games. That's a lot.
That's a ton.
You know?
The weekday games are brutal to go to crowd-wise.
Exactly. All right, so let's get. Oh no, it's out. So we got 3-2 Royals, bottom of the sixth. He's gonna have. Jake's got one more at bat left. Jake's been known for some late game heroics all year long. I think he has 2 last inning wins or extra inning wins, something like that. Go to some of these chat here. It says Matty Harsh says Fenway is awesome. Wrigley's on his bucket list. Ghost says. Citi Field is better than Yankee Stadium. What's Citi Field? Is that where the Mets play?
Yeah, Citi Field's the Mets stadium.
Okay. Sean, what's his name? Dark Ass says Yankee Stadium is great. Ghost says Lambeau is good. I haven't been to Lambeau. I need to go to Lambeau. You know what?
I would love to go to Lambeau.
Notre Dame is playing Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. I think it's this year, maybe next year. I would love to go to that game. Obviously, I'd love to go.
That's not a cheap ticket, no matter what you're doing there.
No, I know.
You catch a Little League football game, and it'd probably be $100.
Oh yeah, Bears-Packers would be amazing. I need to go to Lambeau. Just as someone being from Chicago, like I need to go to Lambeau. I need to go to Miller Park. I haven't been to Miller Park where the Brewers play. I haven't made the trip for a Cubs-Brewers game. It's only an hour and a half away. There's a lot of Cubs fans that travel well. Here we go. Top of the 7th, last at bat for the Twinkies.
But Cubs fans travel well everywhere. It's so obnoxious. You queers in your soul.
I mean, I'd say whatever. Chicago fans in general. Bears fans travel real well. Look at that.
They do.
Backwards K. We have 1 out, runner on first. 3-2. Royals fighting for their playoff lives here. Let's get back to some of this here. It says the Falcons have the cheapest concession prices. Evan says, is the other guy talking from Cincy? Fiddy says, yes, I am.
That I am.
Ghost says, we should do a FIFA league. I used to play FIFA, to be honest. I played it like 8 years ago. It was fun.
It's not I mean, I probably would get into that.
Yeah, I would too. I think that'd be very, very intense.
I'm not good, but I'd get into it.
Are there glitches? Is there cheese, like juke moves?
There is.
I'm sure there's a ton.
Yeah, I don't even know the beginning of it. I remember playing against a couple of people that actually played soccer in high school while I was in high school, and they were doing some rainbow shit. It's crazy. I don't know. Definitely a lot more room for cheese.
Uh-oh. Oh, nice catch. Is this a double play? Is this going to end the game? Wait, did he catch that? Was that an out or yeah, it was an out.
Man.
I'm confused. Oh, first and third, 2 outs. Yeah, sorry, I must have missed something. I'm reading these MLS conversation going on here. So here we go. 3-2, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 1-1 count, runner on first and third. Looks like he's going high here. Ooh, got him. 1-2. Strikeout here ends the game. Ooh. How do you lay off that?
That's crazy.
2-2, going for high heat. Game. Big win.
Nicely done.
That's 2 losses in a row for the Twins now.
The Twinkies.
6 and...
I'll tell you what, this is one of those games. It's not like Madden where you can just kind of resort to things that you normally do. If you start feeling the pressure, hitting is tough when you're feeling it.
Yeah, because you have an itchy trigger finger.
Yeah, man. When the whole game's premise is being good at patience, and you just kind of lose it. It goes out the window when you're feeling the pressure.
We got another game. We have Dark Ass and Carson. Carson's 5-2. Carson is I don't see a stream. Maybe
the shame.
Dark Ass, if you guys are playing, let me know, but I don't see it. Let me see here. We got Twins and Royals. Yeah. I'm not seeing it. It's not on here. No. No games. That is it.
Wow. We made it to the end. Yeah. I feel like that was a marathon. That was good.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost 9 o'clock anyway, my time, so might as well call it a night. But that was fun.
Absolutely. We needed to iron out some details. Maybe come next week with some big news about next season's unfolding. Maybe
we can knock these games out and start the playoffs next Tuesday. That'd be amazing.
You have no idea how bad I want that.
Yeah, me too. We had what? How many games did we watch tonight? 4? That's pretty cool. Something like that.
Yeah, we at least saw parts of 4.
Nice. All right, guys. We're going to sign off. Thanks for tuning in. A lot of fun. COFL Baseball League is the hottest thing in town right now.
Killing the game. Knocked Madden right off of its seat.
It did. All right. Fiddy, good talking to you. I will. We'll talk soon. And the rest of you, good luck.
As always.
All right,
Take it easy, guys.
Take care. I'll see you.